Hey guys, welcome to the Book Island. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys all of my favorite French books. So I have 5 here for you guys, like series. So yes, French is my first language. It's the first language I learned how to speak, so naturally it's like the first language I learned how to read too. I only actually learned how to read in English when I was 9 years old, so these are in the language that I have spoken since, the ability to talk. So let's just get into it. So this first book is kind of like a blast from the past. This was one of my favorite series when I was about like 10 and 11 years old, and it's Les Alices by Caroline Quinn, and basically it's Nancy Drew, but translated in French. So yeah, it's basically, I think it's all the same stories like in all Nancy Drew's, but it's like translated in French, and the main character's name is Alice instead of Nancy. So this next series is a contemporary series, and it's Le Journal d'Aurélie Laflamme by India Desjardins. This book, this series is just so funny. Like, this girl, she makes me laugh so hard, like, because it's in first person, so you have like all of her experiences and stuff, and it's so funny. So like basically it follows Aurélie Laflamme. It's like her trials and tribulations in high school. Oh my god, this character cracks me up so much. Like, so many things in her life that happen to her are just so comical. Also, I tend to prefer contemporary in French because to me I like contemporary to make me laugh, and I don't know, I feel like the jokes in French are just funnier in books than they are in English books. So like, I don't know, it's like some weird thought of mine. I always preferred contemporary French books to contemporary English books. So this next series is very popular in English. It's The Hunger Games. I actually have never read The Hunger Games in English. I've only read them in French because I rented them from my school library because I don't own them. And so, to be honest, I'm never going to read The Hunger Games in English because I really did love it so much in French. It's basically one of the only translated books that I've ever loved. Like, I've read a couple of books that are translated from English to French. But, like, for example, I've read Harry Potter in French, and then by the time I learned to read in English and I could read them in English, I saw the difference between the way it's written in English versus the way it's written in French, and how J.K. Rowling has like a melody to her writing, but like the translator who's translating does not. So that's why The Hunger Games to me was so important, because I could feel a melody to the writing, even though it wasn't necessarily Susan Collins, because like it's not. Anyways, it's like the translator, but like I really enjoyed the way that the story was written and stuff like that in French, and so I'm just never going to read it in English. So the next 2 series are actually companion series. Like, they are Les Élanais, Le Pacte des Marchands, and La Quête de Willan, and these are both series by Pierre Bottero. Oh my gosh, these are such great fantasy series. Like, these rival like every single other fantasy series that I've read in English. Like, there's nothing like this. There's never gonna be anything like this. Like, these are absolutely amazing, and I feel really sad for some people if like they don't get the chance to read these, because they're so amazing. Like, the way that the world is built, the way that the entire magic system works is just so like fantastic, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. These are some of my absolute favorite books in all the world. So I've realized that I forgot to give you guys a summary about what the Quête de Willan and the Elana books are about. So to keep it brief, it's about this girl, Camille, and she gets transported to another dimension, really, where she learns about this realm of people where they can draw with their imagination. So they imagine something, and it's like drawn in their mind, and they create it, and it becomes real. So basically you use your imagination to draw and it becomes real, but only everybody in this world has like a certain percentage and ability to be able to draw this. Some people are extremely amazing wielders and can create anything they want, and some people can only create tiny little sparks of pieces of what they imagine and cannot fully bodify their creations or whatever. And so she stumbles across this huge plot to overthrow the like government thing in this world, and she just completely falls into it face first, and she does her best to like kind of navigate her way in this world and try to help the friends that she meets along the way in this world. So that's all the French books that I'm going to show you guys. These aren't all the books in French that I've read. They're just like my favorites out of all the ones that I've read. So thanks for coming to my book island. You know, guys, subscribe if you want to. It's totally your choice. But we enjoy ourselves here on this amazing island. So you should, you know, it's fun. So thanks for coming to my book island, guys. Bye!